In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how to grow a brand. We already covered what is a brand and why you should build a brand, as well as how to build a brand. We're moving forward with how to grow a brand. This is one of the most important aspects of product or brand launch. All right? This will make or break your business. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss out. Welcome back, Joshua Crisp here. We're going to be discussing how to grow a brand. This is one of the most important aspects of launching a brand, starting a business, or launching a new product. A lot of businesses fail and go out of business because they do not know how to adequately implement these strategies. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. So if you like seeing videos where a normal guy that was making $7.25 minimum wage per hour went from working a job that he hated to building several successful brands and doing over $10 million in Amazon sales within the last several years, you want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Next to that subscribe button, you're going to see a notification bell. Go ahead and click that bell. That way you're notified each and every time that I drop a new video as well as go live, and you can be first to market, first to dollar. Now, I'm going to show you 2 easy steps. You've got it right. There's only 2 steps, but people do not jump forward with this. People miss it, or they misunderstand, therefore misuse these strategies, all right? So number 1, with growing a brand, you guessed it, social media, all right? Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, wow, okay, Josh, you said you got a good video for me. Everybody knows that if I'm going to start a new brand, I need to do social media. What people don't understand, or where the misconception comes into play, you want social media accounts for each and every brand. Now, I'm using this as a reference point to if you're an Amazon seller, okay? If you're an Amazon seller and you're launching new brands, let's say you have a baby brand, all right, where you're in the baby niche, baby category, and you're selling baby products. You want that brand to have its own section or its own social media accounts, all right? Let's say you're building out your personal brand. You want your personal brand to have its own set of social media accounts. Let's say after you launch 4 or 5 successful products, you want to move on from the baby category onto the outdoor space. You want that brand, that logo, to have its own separate social media pages, all right? There's a big misconception on this. What happens is a lot of people build single accounts and then they just promote 4 or 5 different products as well as themselves on that same thing. What happens is you're having a lack of perception, and they are going to devalue your products as well as your brand. All right, you're going to be perceived in marketing terms as a flea market advertiser. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy that advertises his YouTube channel, then promotes glow-in-the-dark socks, then shows you a baby bottle with floating fish in it. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be professional. You want to be perceived as a professional entity, a professional person, all right? What this is going to do is it's going to help with your brand awareness, and this is going to help your value of the brand, all right? So under social media, we'll go really quick and we'll talk about the main ones, okay? There's tons of different social medias, and there's a lot coming up, but I want to talk about the main ones, all right? What do you have? You have Facebook, all right? You have Instagram. You have Twitter. You have Pinterest, and you have YouTube. Now, like I said, there is a lot of different social media platforms that you can use, but these are the most powerful. And what you want to do is you want to post in conjunction with all of these simultaneously. I'm sure all of you guys have heard this before. You want relevant, quality content. That does apply, but if you're posting on Facebook one day, then Instagram the next day, and then Pinterest the week after that, you're not posting simultaneously, you're not going to get the results, okay? Now, there's softwares like Hootsuite. There's all types of different softwares that will help you simultaneously post or set up post notifications or pre-post set how do you call it? Automated post, excuse me, sorry about that. You can set up automated posts through like Hootsuite or these different companies, and what it'll do is it'll post to your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter simultaneously. You can set up if you want to do maybe 9 a.m., 12, and then 3, you can set it up and you can post simultaneously. Now other ones like YouTube, Pinterest, etc., you will have to do manually, but it is very, very important that whatever routine you stick to, that you stick to it. You don't hit or miss one day, the next day. You post religiously. What I recommend starting out is 3 times throughout the day on 5 platforms, 7 days a week. So let's say we go 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, all right? And let's say we set up Facebook, Instagram, Twitter through Hootsuite. Then that only leaves you 2 that you have to manually do, all right? I'm just using this as an example, but you want to post regularly, and you want to do it religiously, okay? You don't want to be vacant. This is very important to growing your brand, all right? What it's going to do is it's going to help with your brand awareness and your brand recognition. We talked about the rule of 7. You want to stay visible, and you want people to picture your logo and associate it with your brand, all right? Now that we covered that, let's move on to number 2. This is growing your social media. All right? Grow your social. And I'll put M for media, all right? Number 1, social media. Create all of your accounts. Start posting regularly and religiously. Number 2, grow your social media, all right? How are we going to do this? Let's start with influencers. What are influencers? Influencers are people that are in your niche or that are on YouTube or Instagram that have a large following. So by reaching out to influencers, and there's different apps that you can reach out to them on. You can find them on Instagram, you can Google them, you can find them on YouTube and email them. But by networking with influencers and having them promote your product, you're going to get in front of thousands and thousands and sometimes millions of eyes very fast. Now, is this free? No, this does cost money. But scared money doesn't make any money, okay? If you're scared to invest in your business to accelerate its growth and to gain momentum, especially if you're a new brand, then you are not an entrepreneur. You need to go get a desk job, okay? So influencers. Find somebody who has a daily blog with a lot of following on YouTube. Find an influencer on Instagram that has several 100,000 followers that's relevant to your niche, okay? Maybe you're in the outdoor space, you have a camping hammock. Find somebody who blogs about camping, who has a big subscriber base. Find somebody who's on Instagram who maybe your target audience for camping and outdoors is a 34-year-old male. Find somebody who's an influencer on Instagram who has a large car page or a large gun page. See where I'm going at with this? Where you're following, the demographic will be close, okay? Maybe they're not promoting or showing camping hammocks and outdoors, but their demographic, the 34-year-old male, is very similar, okay? So that's influencers. Next one. Facebook groups. All right? Create a Facebook group. This one is very, very effective, and you can actually get results for free. Yes, you heard me right. Free. Make a Facebook group. So let's go back to the camping and outdoors. Let's say you're launching that camping hammock. It's outdoors. Start a group, the outdoorsmen or outdoor lovers. See where I'm going at? A group where people are going to come who love the outdoors or love camping, which is what you're trying to sell and prospects you're trying to find. Launch a group like that, all right? And then start getting people in there. Start sharing it. Start getting people in there. Facebook groups are awesome because they spread like wildfires. Once one person comes in there who likes camping and outdoors, they're going to share or tag a friend who likes outdoors as well, and it will grow. This is the free technique. You can also run ads, okay? Do promotions and all types of other creative marketing around Facebook groups. But this is free. Also, you can put links within these groups. Keep in mind, excuse me, links, yes. You can link them. You can link to your website, you can link to your Amazon page. And we all know that the Amazon A9 algorithm loves outbound traffic, which means traffic coming from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google. They love that. They value that. That is a ranking factor. Your CTR rate and your outbound, your inbound links, excuse me. All right, next we're going to go with reviews. In my past experience, this has worked best with two social platforms, YouTube and Facebook, all right? So reviews. There's all types of review clubs and stuff like that, people that, review for a review, or you can pay for a review or give product away for free for a review. If you're in Amazon, I tend to recommend staying away from that because, especially if you have a good product, because then people will want to leech onto it, steal your idea, etc. But diverting back to the influencers, okay, sometimes there's baby influencers that want to grow their YouTube channel or grow their Facebook page, and they will actually reach out to you. Hey, I'm growing my Facebook page, I'm growing my YouTube page, I love products like your products, I do reviews on them. Would you want to send me a product in exchange for a review, and I'll do a video review? You want to do this right away, okay? If they're not reaching out to you, then you want to look for them. Maybe go on Amazon and find different reviewers who left good reviews and reach out to them. Maybe type in the search bar on Facebook pages and find different pages and reach out to admins who are doing similar things and try to get somebody to review your product, all right? This is huge on YouTube as well as Facebook. YouTube primarily, all right? So reviews. Not only is this going to help grow your brand, but this is going to help with what's called your social proof. All right? People love to see proof from other real people that your product does not suck, that your product is useful, that your product works. All right? That you're not a ripoff, that you're not a scam artist, etc. All right? Moving on to ads. All right? Now, we're going to talk about ads, two different areas in this video. But this first one, we're going to talk about ads. Now, there's two different forms of advertising, and when you're advertising to people, there's what's called cold, and there's what's called warm advertising. So cold advertising, for instance, would be if you were to run an ad to Facebook, all right, under awareness. Now, awareness basically is there's different types of ways to target and to advertise on Facebook. We'll get into that in another video if you guys want to hear more about that. But one of the ways to target and advertise is what's called awareness, all right? And what Facebook is going to do is they're going to get you in front of as many people as possible for the cheapest, all right? They're going to get you in front of as many eyes as they can as cheap as possible, all right? Now, they've never heard of you before. They've never seen you. Remember the rule of 7 that we talked about. If you guys have not watched the video on the rule of 7, that goes hand in hand with what we're talking about it. At the end of the video, I will link it. Make sure you check out the video on the rule of 7. But if you're running awareness ads on Facebook and you're not targeting a select amount of people that you've already targeted, captured their pixels, lookalike audiences, etc., they're going to be cold. Cold means that they've never heard of you, they've never seen your ad, etc., and you're fishing. All right. Then you have warm. All right. When you do warm ads, that means that you're targeting lookalike audiences, or you're targeting people that came to your website, and you're advertising via capturing their pixel. So if you have the code in your website and you're capturing their pixel, then you advertise to them, you retarget them. They're warm prospects because they've already seen your product, they've already been on your website. All right. Now it's hard to do this warm advertising with Amazon because Amazon does not allow you to place a Facebook pixel or anything like that. All right. The only way that you could semi-advertise to warm customers on Amazon is through an email automation tool. I recommend JumpSend. The link will be down there. It helps you get 5-star reviews. It helps your return as well. And it just helps all your metrics in general. But what you can do is place another Amazon link in the email to another one of your products. Hey, check out this product, or hey, I'd like to give you a discount for this product, and then put a discount code. That's one of the only ways that you can target and warm audience, unless you build a Facebook group, all right, and people are buying your product on Amazon, Liking your product, you have a product stuffer in there that says, hey, go join our Facebook group. We're all happy campers. And they go to your Facebook group, the camping group, they join it, and then guess what? Then you target them because they're warm to your Facebook group, all right? Hey, this is a promotion for you guys only because you guys are an awesome bunch of people and I love you. And you give them a special discount, special coupon code. That's another way that you can target to them if they are warm, all right? Let's move on to JV, all right? What the heck does JV stand for? JV stands for a joint venture, all right? Now, this is usually on YouTube only. This is if you have someone that's in your niche, in your genre, in your category, similar to you, and you guys can both benefit off of a collab. Maybe it's doing a video, maybe it's a review, all right? So maybe let's say I sell camping hammocks and one of my good friends sells camping knives, okay? Or fire starters, something similar that I don't plan on selling, all right? We can do a review on my channel, he can do a review on his channel, and we can cross-promote each other's channel and say, hey, go check out my friend Andy for awesome camping knives or unbeatable pricing on fire starters, etc. So it has to be relevant, it has to be in the niche, and there has to be what's called a mutual benefit. Whenever you see a joint venture, rather there's money involved or they're going to mutually benefit off of an exchange of subscribers, likes, Facebook likes, link shares, etc. All right? So joint ventures is another way. Now, it does not have to be your personal friend. You can reach out to other people that are on YouTube that are similar to you or in different forums, etc. All right? 9 times out of 10, if there is a mutual benefit, then you can get it going. Now, you're not going to be somebody who has a YouTube channel of 100 followers and reach out to Jake Paul, okay, and get a response. So you have to be realistic and you have to keep that in mind. All right? Next. Giveaways. All right, now with giveaways, I don't just mean running Amazon giveaways when you launch your product to spike the algorithm. Yes, we talk about giveaways being very essential when starting an Amazon product to help increase your BSR ranking as well as spike the A9 algorithm for organic ranking. What I mean with giveaways is I mean do daily or weekly giveaways in your Facebook group. You see a lot of arrows coming back to this Facebook group. Facebook is very powerful, okay? Facebook has very detailed and targeted metrics. So when you start advertising, you can learn more about your customers and prospects than you could ever imagine. So you see a lot of these arrows and these different advertising going back to Facebook. That's for a reason. So do giveaways on your Facebook, okay? Maybe you're launching a product. You can do this in conjunction with an Amazon giveaway. Go on there and say, hey, like and share my page. You know, for every 10th person that likes and shares my page to 3 friends, I'm going to do a giveaway. Shoot them the giveaway, all right? And you're getting shares, all right? What happens when you get shares? You're going to have the link to your Amazon product. You're going to have a link to your website. More people are going to see your website. But when you share it, it's actually going to give you backlinks. Now, if you have a website, this helps for SEO purposes. But if you're an Amazon seller, what is the A9 algorithm seeing? They're seeing that you're putting out effort, you're spending money outside of Amazon's ecosystem to promote a product where Amazon's making money. They're going to reward you. This is a factor in the A9 algorithm. This is huge. So giveaways. You can do this on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, hey, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give somebody ABC. All right? Or you can do it on Facebook with the share technique. You can do it on Instagram with the share technique, with the like or the follow. You can get very creative with giveaways. They are very effective. Make sure you use the word free. All right? I'll write it here in big words. Free is the most powerful marketing word there is. People love free. People love cheap. Do not fool yourself. Even the high-end buyers, the Louis Vuitton guys, okay, the Yves Saint Laurent guys, they love a deal, all right? Everybody loves a deal. Everybody loves cheap. Everybody loves promotion. Everybody loves free. Everybody loves one time only, all right? Learn how to utilize those strong emotional words with your marketing. It will increase your conversions, all right? So, let me see. We still got a bunch here, and I'm running out of room. So, I'm going to go ahead and clear this. If you guys can see that, maybe you want to screenshot it, or maybe you want to time mark the time right now in the video. All right. And dude, I've got a huge, like an 8-foot whiteboard. I'm not even gonna BS you guys. I've been slacking. I need to get it in here in the studio room. That way, I need to stop erasing stuff. All right. So we left off at giveaways. Next is going to be blog post. All right. Blog. If I can spell. Blog post. All right. Now, what is blog post? For a lot of you guys that are in Shopify, or a lot of you guys that are in Amazon, you don't have an SEO background, you don't have a background in marketing. What blog post is there's Tumblr, there's Reddit, there's different blogs, okay? And that's somebody who has an active blog or somebody who has a website. Maybe it's a WordPress blog, or maybe they're active on Tumblr, they're active on Reddit. They create or they write an article, all right? Now, when they write this article, guess what? There's going to be a link to your Amazon product with pictures of your Amazon product, or there's going to be a link to your website. So this is going to help for SEO purposes or spiking the algorithm purposes, all right? But you're also going to have a unique article that promotes your product, that talks about the benefit of your product, talks about how to use your product. Now, with blog posts, the key to a successful blog post is not to sell, but to teach, all right? You want to show somebody, a lot of blogs in food are recipes, or how to make things, or different ingredients to substitute, all right? A lot of successful blogs in the outdoors are, maybe how to fish, or how to tie a knot for a fishing lure, etc. See where I'm going at with this? You don't want a blog post to be best fishing lures in the world. Buy now, Amazon you don't want to base it with a big promotion. You don't want to sell. You want to go off of Gary Vaynerchuk's formula. Jab, 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 right hook. You want to give, then at the end, take, okay? So you want to capture their interest with maybe a how-to or a recipe or somewhere where you're giving value. Once they see that you're giving value, they're hooked. They'll read the entire article, then boom, at the end, by the way, here's a picture of my product. Here's a link to go buy my product. All right? And now, the way that psychologically that it works, you're like, oh my God, this article was so informational. It was so helpful. This product has to be as good as it's perceived through the blog post. Now you capture a conversion while gaining links, backlinks. All right? Now, with blog posts, now you can go on Fiverr, you can go on Conquer, you can go on all these different platforms and buy these. They range between $5 and $50 a blog post. All right, Fiverr and Conquer are some of the bigger ones. Now, with blog posts, there's also what's called blog commenting. All right, blog. I'll just put C for commenting. Blog commenting. Now, what this is going to popular blog post. All right, go to Google and type in how to tie a fishing knot, or what's the best fishing lure. And what you're going to see is a lot of those. Now, you're going to have websites that are ranking organically, but also what you're going to see is a lot of those are articles, maybe news articles, okay? Maybe Tumblrs, Reddits, all right? Different blogs, all right? You're going to click on one of those blogs that are ranking high in Google, all right? And you're going to, maybe you're not a member of that account, you're going to make yourself a member account. 9 times out of 10, they are free, okay? Once you make yourself a member account, what it does is it allows you to leave a comment at the bottom. People that read these blog posts read the comments as well as participate in the comments, okay? So if you answer a question, all right, and you're not advertising, don't go in there and say, hey, check out my product and spam a link in there, because people are going to ignore you. Answer a question. If somebody says, hey, I want to fish trout in Michigan, any pointers on a good lure? And you're in this niche, so you know that you have a lure for salmon or for trout. Talk about the difference. The trout fish loves vibrant colors. They're attracted to noises. They like vibrations. Make a nice answer. Give value. Then at the end of the paragraph where you're answering the question, shoot a link and say, hey, check this one out. It's worked for me in the past. But you can't just say, dude, check this one out, spam a link. They're going to ignore you. Add value at the end of the value slide Cooper a link in there, okay? That's another way to get conversions and help grow your brand, all right? And what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing a trend. You have to do all of these in conjunction. The more places that you can become visible on the internet, the quicker your brand recognition, your brand awareness is going to take place, okay? All right, next. And this is similar to the blog post, all right? This is called a press release, all right? Huffington Post is huge, all right? A press release is basically they're going to get you an ABC, NBC, local news, all right, or newspapers or different avenues like that, like Huffington Post. These are a little bit more expensive. Usually they range between $25 all the way up to $1,000. Some Huffington Post, if it's a legitimate author account, can cost upwards to $500 to $1,000. But don't get scared and run for the hills. Remember, if you do not want to invest in your business, you don't need to be a business owner, okay? One of the most powerful ones is Huffington Post. Now, when you advertise, okay, let's say you spend that $500, you spend that $1,000, you're going to get an A1 article on the Huffington Post that gets millions of views each and every month. Not only is this an insane, powerful backlink, but you're getting millions of eyes, thousands of eyes, hundreds of thousands of eyes seeing your big brand as well as your article, okay? Down the road on your website or maybe your Amazon, you can say featured on Huffington Post. Everybody knows Huffington Post, and you're not lying or plagiarizing, okay? So that's super important. Remember social proof. Remember the rule of 7. If you guys didn't watch the video, watch the video. Super powerful. You need to understand the rule of 7 if you're going to go into marketing. If you want to have a successful brand, product, business, no matter what you do, if you sell physical products on Amazon or you own a social media agency, you need to have social proof. People want to see proof of your product, proof that you're not a scam, proof that you have good value, etc. All right? Let's move on. Email marketing. All right? One of the oldest ones, but still very effective, okay? A lot of big brands, a lot of successful entrepreneurs will tell you that email marketing is essential, okay? So, we talked about jump send with Amazon. If you're an Amazon seller, reviews are crucial, okay? Especially when you're starting out. But once you gain momentum, you want to gain your review star ratio. So the $30 a month is nothing to be able to have an email automation tool that's going to capture their email and send them an email directly when they purchase, when they receive the product, and a day after they receive the product. This is going to help your 5-star reviews, and this is going to help deflect negative reviews or angry customers. But what you can also do with email marketing is promote future products, okay? Once you have that, now keep in mind, 60 to 70% of Amazon users opt out of receiving emails. You might say, well, why would I pay $30 if I'm only getting 30%? That's 30% more than you were getting organically, hoping and praying that they're going to leave you a review, all right? You have to stay relevant. You have to be aggressive, okay? So with the email marketing, once you follow up, you get their 5-star review. They're what's called a warm. Remember we talked about cold and warm? They're a warm prospect. You can shoot them ads down the road with maybe a percentage off or a special coupon or a product launch, etc. That's in Amazon. But outside of Amazon, you can build funnels where you give content. Remember, it's always about giving value. Where you give content, maybe you give a recipe away, maybe you give a secret list away, maybe you give a product away, etc. in exchange for what? An email, all right? There's various tactics to do this. If you guys want to learn more about email marketing, drop a comment below. I'll make a video on that. But emails are very important to capture, all right? Down the road, after you build your email list and you become more successful and more knowledgeable in marketing, you'll start to learn something that's very important. What's that? The cost of customer acquisition. The cost of customer acquisition. I had to say it twice so that it would resonate with you guys. What that is the amount of money that you're spending in all this advertising, all right, subtracted from the amount of the sale. That tells you how much that you're spending to acquire each customer, all right? If I spend, those are metrics that you have to understand. And I don't want to drag this video out. This video could easily become 30 minutes to an hour long. There's just so much knowledge that I want to give you guys, all right? So if you guys have any questions or any of these you guys really want to learn more about, drop a comment below, all right? So we're going to go on to the last one. Remember I said that we're going to see ads twice? Here's the second part, ads. But we're not talking about Google AdWords. We're not talking about Facebook ads. We're not talking about Amazon ads. We're talking about digital/print, all right? So let's go digital/print. All right. Now, what I mean by digital/print, now don't go after entrepreneur. Don't go after, glamour, these multi-Fortune 500 companies that are going to ignore you. Go after smaller magazines. There are, believe it or not, still some print available. I don't recommend it. I recommend digital. But believe it or not, a lot of these companies that offer digital also offer print and vice versa. Find small niche magazines or print companies who have magazines and post websites that are relevant, semantically relevant to your product, okay? Sometimes you can buy an advertising spot in here. Sometimes you can buy a page, okay? Now, if you can buy a page, remember, it's better to give than ask and then ask, okay? If you can buy a page, don't mock up a huge-ass advertisement, check out my Amazon product. No, you want to find something relevant, article that you can write or have written about your product that is relevant. Recipes work good, informational products work great, trending items work great, stories, how-tos, DIYs, etc. Have a nice article written with some nice pictures, all right? Then Slick Willie, your link in there, Slick Willie, your product in there, or your service, or your name, your logo. This is going to build awareness. This is going to build trust. This is going to build that social proof. All right. Now, if you suck at writing, I suck at persuasive literature. I suck at writing in general, reading, spelling, all that stuff. I suck. Go get you a VA at Fiverr for $5, $10. Go to Upwork. All right. Spend the $10, spend the $20, and hire somebody who specializes in that category. All right. So I know this has been a long video, guys, but I wanted to give you guys all of this content. These are golden nuggets. These do work, all right? This is very essential to building a profitable and sustainable brand, business, company, product, service. No matter what you do, you need to learn all of this. Now, maybe you're not the best at everything, okay? But if you know how it works and you know what to do, you can sub out, or you can go to Fiverr, or you can go to Upwork like we talked about and hand that hat to somebody over for a minimal cost, okay? This is why a lot of businesses go out of businesses or don't make it as a business, because they don't understand this. And the ones that do understand this but don't want to learn it because they're lazy, they think they're going to flip a switch on or snap their fingers and hit 6 figures, guess what? They go to an agency and somebody tells them, I need $5,000 a month plus a budget. I need $2,500 a month plus your advertising budget. If you're not making sales, how are you going to pay for that? All right? I hope that this resonated with at least one of you guys. All right? Super important, super, super important. Drop the comments below. If any of those tips or any of those parts of growing your business or growing your brand you want to learn more about, drop it in the comment below and I'll make a video more in depth on that one topic. All right? If you guys stuck around this long and you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button. All right? It's been real. I'll catch you guys in the next one.